Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory and to our beautiful factory. It's lovely, it's beautiful, it's fantastic, all of the good words that we use to describe it. 10 out of 10. Now, listen. I need to calm down because between episodes, I do too much work. I like the game too much. But I'm going to show you what we've done. I mean, we fixed the coal power here because we had a little bit of a water issue here, so I added a second one of those, but we need to add in another coal power plant here because the system, let me climb the ladder, geez, the system can hold it and can handle it, so we're going to do another one real quick before we move on to other things, because as you can see here with the power graph, our production is at 300 and we have a max consumption of 370. So if we were to have full efficiency, we would be using too much power. So we're going to throw in another one just to kind of ease our minds and ease things out a little bit to make life a little easier. And then I'm going to go over a few other things that we did. So while I do this, we're going to have a little bit of conversation about other stuff. Now, number one, I'm hoping that this video that's coming out, well, today, is a little bit of better quality video-wise, just from the, just quality-wise, because I noticed a couple of issues with what was going out the last couple of times I can't afford this, darn. The last couple of times I posted videos, I saw that there was a smidge bit of, I don't know if it's buy rate dropping. It was just, there's something slightly off about it. So I'm hoping that this one is doing a little bit better for us. So do let me know if you see a smidge of a difference there. And I actually can't afford to do what I was going to do over here. So we're going to have to go and grab some stuff right off the bat. So we'll show you some other things. And as well, just again, Satisfactory 1.0, the actual release date for the game, because we're in early access, you can see that in the top left there. It's coming out in September 10th, that's a Tuesday, it'll be out. I don't know if we'll be playing it right then. We might actually play it on the Tuesday and then post right away so that you can see on the Thursday some of the updates. I don't know. Let me know what you want to see. We're here, we're running, okay? And what's going on is I think you folks already saw this, and we have kind of the line over there. We were storing it, and I've actually started sending it back to the main base, and you can see off in the distance. Let me get a little bit of a better angle for you. You can see off in the distance, too, there are a few rungs of conveyors, and we're going to take a look at those in a second, because I'm running everything to our main base now. I set that all up in between, because, you know, kind of boring in some instances for you. May not be the most interesting thing to watch. And we also got this set up. So this is a, what is this, steel? Yeah, we're making some steel. So steel requires some good old-fashioned iron and some coal. So we've been making some steel here. It gets rammed into this, but of course it's being used. It's being used to make, what is this, steel beams and steel pipes. So we have those, and they are also getting sent off. Don't mind my little clippage. The game allows it, so hey, that's how we are meant to play it. That's how we're meant to play it. Now, I think that's everything that's over here, so we're going to run up there. You do see there is a little bit of an awesome sink there, just kind of running, and actually, looking at it, I don't think it's hooked up to power. This whole time, why would I have done such a thing? Okay, let's hook that up to electricity. Boink. And now we're going to be getting some more coupons from this awesome sink as well. So I think that they're combined, as you can see, because nothing's gone in here yet. So yeah, 3 here. And the other one, actually, just print those. Give me my coupons, because I got 10 up there. And I did spend some, and we'll take a look and see what I've done over at the home, over at our base. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'll run over there so we can collect the things, so we can make a power plant and make ourselves happy. And yeah, we'll see you there. I actually just realized, why would I exclude you from this process? So you can see how long this is. Look at me go. I made I don't know. I feel like it did good work here. You can see that I've placed them on those little extender things, so we're high up from the ground. I kind of, for the most part, kept it the same level. That way we're dealing with, you know, well, not dealing with ease, but we tried to make it as easy as possible. So if we do get a train or a vehicle or whatever later on, we can just drive right beneath it, and that will be okay. We won't have to deal with that. As well, I think, that's not doing anything, right? No. The quartz, I've got quartz set up as well, actually, and I forgot about that. I think I set that up between 2, and it is over there, and it's kind of just storing over by the coal area. And I didn't actually hook it up to this line yet because it didn't seem like we needed it quite yet. But when we do, we'll figure it out. Also, this is something I did. I rearranged this whole area, so we are now producing more screws, more iron plates, more rods, all the works, and it's being sent off up there. You can see it kind of zooming along because we did get Mark IIs and Mark IIIs. I think we're only using Mark IIs yet. It's possible I use Mark IIIs, I don't remember. But anyway, they're there, rushing that stuff up so we can make more things over there. We also have these little copper sheets. I think we're making something with them. I just need to remember, because, you know, it's been a minute. Oh yes, we're making AI limiters as well, and those are being sent into here, not off anywhere, just into here. So we got some of those. That's mostly for later. So far we don't need them, but you know, I figured I'd jump on it while I can. So this is functional. This is running along very well, very smoothly, as you can see, and we need 500 of them. So we're gonna grab 10 stacks. Well, that's not quite 10 stacks, but it'll do for starters. And we're going to shove it in there so we can get this process started. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. There we go. All right. So that process is now complete as well. So very good. Very, very clean and efficient. We had to get that done and out of the way. Now, I'm looking up top and I'm seeing we've got those other 2 things to make as well. And I don't think we've got anything set up doing it. I could be mistaken. I might have done a little bit of sneaking around here. I had this building modular frames, yeah. But I wasn't really going too far out of my way to set up a whole system yet, because I figured the modular frames were probably fine the way, you know, building them slowly. Now I've gotten all turned around. There we go. I'm heading this way. And then I need, so I get some routers that are going in there, or rotors, sorry, and then we're grabbing a few more reinforced iron plates here. Now I'm going to grab maybe only half of that last lot, we'll say, because we do need to go and deal with the power. Let me just check real quick our list to see if there's anything else I missed. I mean, it looks like that was mostly it, but we did buy a few things in here under, I think it was mostly just management. We bought the conveyor ceiling mounts and wall mounts, as well as the power outlets too, just because. And we bought conveyor walls as well. I don't think other than that, I'm pretty sure I didn't buy anything else, just because it wasn't, you know, at this point it wasn't necessary. There are a few signs that I'd like to buy and lights and whatnot, but I don't know. We're just gonna hold out with our little tickets for now. So we can run over and deal with the coal, but I do want to check one more thing before we do that. So we have the option to build now the foundry too. Actually, that's what's being used back in the steel factory, is putting the iron and the coal together in the foundry, coming out with steel. I'll actually just throw one down for you for a sec so we can take a little look if you're new. And we click on it, and the only thing right now is steel. So that's pretty well it, unfortunately. Nothing else particularly fancy going on there. The constructor is... I don't know if the constructor actually isn't what I wanted to open up, but you can see we can make silica and quartz now, steel beams, and steel pipes, and the copper sheets there. And let's see, it is the assembler that I wanted to look at. Let's just throw one down temporarily, again, just right here. And let's see, so modular frames. Oh yes, okay, so there's the versatile framework. So for that we need those steel beams and we need modular frames. So we need 500 modular frames, and honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, we almost have enough of those. But with that math, which is quite brutal, 12 of those per unit. So 12 times 500 is, well, just ridiculous. So about 2,400, is that right? Is that good math? It was not good math. It was not good math. It's 6,000. So quite a lot. I don't think we'll actually be at that today because that's quite a ridiculous amount. I think we could probably set up a constructor over there and have it kind of get started, so we might do that. Seeing as we do have enough of these pretty well already, that's a pretty good start. And then there is the other thing there, which I'm forgetting what it's called, but it's actually something we need to unlock yet. So it is under here, under automated wiring. So I think we actually probably have all of those things now, and we'll unlock the strators and the motors and heavy modular frames and encased industrial beams, because I want hypertubes too. So let's select this milestone. We need these. I suppose I can go and collect a little more there. Oh, we got enough of that. Okay, perfect. Let me go grab a few more of those routers here. It's rotors, right? What are they? I wasn't looking at their name. Rotor. I'm sorry if I mispronounce things. Sometimes that happens. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the worst of us. It happens all the time. So if you've been around, you know it happens to me a lot. There we go. With that, we'll launch that bad boy out. And now we've unlocked that new
logistics
little
can be
friend.
improved with a larger storage container, enhanced conveyor belt efficiency, as well as the ability to store excess power for later use.
Oh, yes.
An additional project part can now be constructed.
Yes.
Further progress to the next phase is now possible.
Okay, cool. So that's excellent. We've actually, you can see in the Tom Braid as well. Oh my gosh, it's 10 minutes until that comes back. What a pain in my ass. But anyway, you can see we put the 500 in already, so that's fantastic. What I do want to see is what's going on in here. I've got a few things researched, just by the way. We did AI limiters. I think we did this one last time. I don't really think I did anything in... I only did a couple. There is this, though, power slugs, and I didn't do this yet because I wanted you folks around with me, but we can overclock our buildings using power slugs that we've converted into power shards. So that's something we're going to be doing. There are a few more things in here as well, and we can also do, let's actually do this. We are able to unlock using a hard drive. We can use a hard drive and unlock an alternative recipe. So where did I hide that? I think I would have hid it over here maybe. There we go. Let's throw it in here and see what it does. Now, I think this may take some time. Yeah, 10 minutes. Okay. Well, we're going to leave that doing its thing for a bit. And in the meantime, let's look at the recipes here and review this. So, automated wiring requires strators and... Okay. So I need 100 of those, which means I need 100 of those. Okay, this, all right, excellent. This is easy. I'm gonna set these two things up just over here, and what we're gonna do, because I'm kind of picky about this whole situation now, is we're gonna set them up on a little bit of a platform right here, I think. What do I need? This is 2, okay. I just want to keep these kind of the same-ish height some of the time. No. Alright, once I got this sorted, we'll be back. Okay, so unfortunately we just lost about, I don't know, 25 minutes of recorded content with, you know, cuts in between of me building things out. Oh my gosh, sometimes the recording software is very tricky with us, but it's okay. you didn't miss a whole lot. I built these out, so we've got some versatile frameworks being built, and two versatile frameworks being built. So 2 assemblers doing that, and then we had 1 assembler building automation wiring, or automated wiring. What is it? Automated wiring. Now, with that, you're gonna see, hey, we've done a decent job in actually getting them done. We actually delivered a bunch already, but what you'll notice is we are not doing a great job with these. So the reasoning for that is because we are weak on steel beam production. And that is also a failure, I think, of perhaps even pipe production. Oh, the pipes are actually doing okay. It's really a steel beam issue. So we're going to need to fix that. I will say we also did go and plug in an additional coal generator too. So that is also missed, unfortunately. But now we've got 450 megawatts rather than the 375 we had. And then we were talking about a little bit of overclocking. So we were trying to do some overclocking. That was actually the next thing I was about to do. We've got... Is this researching? Oh, it's done. Okay, so I get to make a choice here. We get to pick what we want. Now, I'm seeing... I can either do... Oh, interesting. We could make more screws. Ooh, actually, I kind of like this, because that saves us a step. Otherwise, quartz, that's a little weird, and having to pump in water. And then a copper. Let me do this one. Okay, there we go. Let's pick that one. What I would like is if it would show me the original recipes. That was something that I was talking about a little bit, is that it appears that it doesn't show the original recipes. And I was commenting in the section that I recorded that kind of messed up, is that I used to, when we were doing a multiplayer game, it was something that we would actually get the other person to check. So someone would be in there and go through them and then list them off, and someone else would go and verify what the original recipes were to make sure we're getting the best buckaroos, the best deal for our dollars. But anyway, let me grab... We're gonna turn the power slugs into power shards and use that to research overclocking. So overclocking is a very fun little thingy here. We good? We don't need to... No secrets hiding about there. So overclocking is a very entertaining little thing where I could run over to a building. Okay, let's try one that's actually running. And we can overclock it up to 250%. So what this does, though, is it increases what it needs as well. So look at this. So there you go. Now that needs 18 per minute, 4.5 per minute, but it produces 3 per minute instead of the amount that it was producing. So it also, I believe... Does it take up more power? Oh! It does not take up more power. That's good to know. I thought maybe it would take up more power as well, but good to know it doesn't. But you can also do the same thing here with power sources, so with coal generators as well. And it will, of course, consume more power, but the output will be increased. So that it increased to 45 from 30. Now I'm going to take this out because we're not going to use it in those. Now, I don't have another hard drive. I just had the one, right? Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go try and improve steel production. But in order to do that, I think we're going to need some of the steel, which I've got a little bit of. But we're going to need miner Mark II. So in order for that to happen, I need encased industrial beams. I think I'll be okay if I grab a little bit of extra cement, which I think I've got hidden over there. And then I do have some steel beams, so we'll be able to do that and build the miner. Mark II, but what we'll do first is build another portable miner. I do believe as well. We'll build 2 should be fine. I think, and then I'll grab a couple more poles, some more of these, and if I can, I'm gonna grab, yeah, there we go, 100 of those. Okay, also, other thing, just quickly checking, what, the screws here. So if we were to take out the fun little step there, right, of the rods, so this produces 40 a minute. Alternatively, we could do, what is that? Is that 50 a minute? Okay. I was just curious as to what it would look like, but that's good. So let's run back over to the other area. Let's run back over to the coal area and see what we've got going on. I know, I've got plans. It always works out for us in the end. Even when we lose data, lose recording time, there's always more to record in this. So it's not a huge deal. Well, I would have liked to have kept it. Now you're going to see more, because we're going to try and get maybe that phase done, even though I'm now realizing I meant to drop the things off in my inventory, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to explain what we did with the coal power as well, because I think that this was a really ingenious item. I did not have enough reinforced, the reinforced steel things, what are they called? Reinforced iron plates. We didn't have enough reinforced iron plates, so we ended up merging 2 lines together. So I'll show you what I mean. We were able to add enough water in by throwing in an additional water pump. So the water extractors, 3 of them together, are doing a very good job on the pipeline. So I was doing the math, and if you were to take a coal power plant and do the math here, 300, which is what this can pull, 300 is the maximum pipe pullage. And so you take 300 and you divide that by how much this uses, which is 45 a minute. You can support 6.66. So we're pointing 6.66. We're supporting 6.66 generators basically. We've got, well, 6 going. I could add another one in, almost a 7th, but it wouldn't be fully utilized, and it would struggle a little bit. There would be the possibility maybe I could dull it down a little bit and it would use less, which is an option, but for now we will keep them at 100. Now for coal, then, because we've got 6 going, we would need 90 coal coming in. And the problem was that first of all, that coal generator, that coal extractor at the time, I think was only producing 60, if I'm not mistaken, but the main Mark 1s can only move 60 per minute. So we were having an issue. We were bottlenecked there, but I was able to upgrade all of those to Mark 2s. Namely, the center one is the most important, but the thing is, we got stuck right here. And thankfully, with my ingenious little mind here, I was able to take the second, you see the second conveyor here, we're able to take that from another one. So there's our second coal miner there, and we were able to throw it into the line, merging them together. So we've got a 60 line and a 60. So these are both at 60 into a line that is running 120. So you see it's doubled right there. So 60, 120, and then 270 is the next one, which is very exciting. It's you know, we might see that soon. But I just wanted to show that to you folks because I was really thrilled about it when I was doing it. And I wanted to make sure I could just share my joy with you. The pleasure and satisfaction of building something with the resources that we have on hand is very thrilling. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to talk about this. So clearly there's a little bit of an issue. We're not producing enough of these steel ingots. And the main issue is we're not producing enough well, yeah, we're not producing not producing enough steel beams, and the issue is that we're not producing enough steel ingots. So we want more steel ingots. What exactly is the issue? The issue is that, well, we could probably build another foundry, actually. And do I have the means to do it? I will be upset if I'm here and I do not have the means to do it. Because why would I have the means to do that? Oh my goodness. Of course we would, you know? This is how this game is. You always end up somewhere and you're like, I don't have everything I need. But listen, we can make it. That's what's important here. We can always make it. So we're going to do that. So this will take a second. I don't even know how many I need. Maybe I'm good now. Let's see. I'm good now. So let's talk of the math real quick. These are using 45 and 45. This is producing 120. Geez, okay. So you could, you could do a lot more. What exactly is this one up to? I'm trying not to break my legs doing this. Okay. You are producing 60. So you could actually support something else, but what we might do is, instead of overclocking, I might upgrade to a Mark II, but we need some encased steel beams, which, oversight. Right, let me get myself back up there. And we're going to need to upgrade that a little bit too. So that way we can put a second foundry in. And I think, honestly, I might force it into this one. You would consume 60 a minute. And how much does this produce? You produce 45 a minute. So 45. So right now we're splitting 45 by 2. So it's going in here and over there. This one needs, not as much, but it that's why it's doing okay. But, okay, so we got a little bit of an idea here. I know what to do. Let's just make some, or try and make some encased steel beams. I am able to do it myself, but I'm missing steel beams. I thought I had some on me. I guess I used them. Not entirely uncommon for me to do something silly like that, eh? So this is good. How many do we need? I really need to just do this for myself, because that helps. So 10 is how many we need. I can currently build 7. I'm running out of steel. Ooh, just able to do it, but that's okay. We're good. We're sneaking it in. So now we can do that. I'm going to upgrade that miner down there. There you go. And that's going to produce from, now I'm forgetting what number it was producing, but now it's doing 120. And if we were really interested, we could throw in a power shard. But this is good. So this is going to be running faster now. And what we need to do as well is upgrade these lines to be able to support that further. So this one here, upgrade that. As much as I would love to do, encase steel beams or use steel beams for other things, we're gonna have to just do this for now. Let's slam it out here. Wait, this, so that one's upgraded, this segment to this segment. I can upgrade this segment, but really there's not a whole bunch of purpose in doing that, because we're going to be putting down a foundry which isn't even going to be consuming more than that, unless I was to just slam this out and make it produce more that way, which is an interesting idea actually, because we could do 2 slamming more out, and then you've got 60 and 60, because they both need, you both need 60, don't you? Well, you need 60 and you need 30. Oh, okay, so I need to be producing 90. So actually, there's no real point in doing that, so I can take that off. Okay. So, or, if you really want to be picky about it, there you go, there's your 90. Maybe I just do that. Then the thing is, then we can't up this one at all. Huh. Well, here's the good news. Here's the excellent news. This is one miner and another miner. So it's a miner down there and a miner on this, right? So using 120 and you're so 120, 120, and you're using 90. So what I can do, okay, so I am able to make a foundry here, and we're going to put one right here. We're going to put the second one here. I think if memory is serving me correctly, our power supply is all right. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. Wait a second. Let me take that one out. I think our power supply is all right. What I will do, though, is put down a Mark II here. Take that. And we're going to be taking out some of it. For a minute, it's going to look messed up, but at the end of the day, it's actually going to be totally fine because this one's not going to be consuming as much. So once it fills up, hello, there we go. So once this one fills up, it's not going to be a problem. It's not going to take any more than it can take, and I'm actually just going to put a Mark I on it too. So I'm going to pull off of this line. Hello. Logistics, there we go, splitter. So yeah, let me go on the thing. Go. There you go. So we're gonna do this. If the game lets me, you know, if the game ever lets me do it. And we'll do here. We'll do. I will throw you. I just want to make it look like it's okay. Oh my gosh. There we go. See, that looks fine. I don't actually enjoy when there is clipping. So you'll see over there I've got a little bit of clipping, not down there, but right here. Kills my soul. This hurts me. It makes me actually very sad, but hey, that's how I set it up. The game is something, you know, you clean up as you go. You make a lot of quick and dirty systems, and then you go back and you fix it. You make it more efficient as you continue to play, because you remember more and more about what you're doing, what you're here for, you know. So this one's going to be consuming 45, 45, and 90. So really, again, if you're doing the math, we're talking 45 plus the 90 is 135. So you'd actually want to take off, say, 15 from here, and you could do, say, 135. So you're doing 90 plus 35 is 125. So actually just do all the way down to 30, and that gets you pretty well where you were at. So more accurate numbers for us: 90 a minute, 30 a minute. I could pull this out, I suppose, and anyway, it doesn't matter. Everything's fine. So, okay, you're producing 90 a minute. This actually can't handle that. Need more in there. Same with that. So that's going to need a little bit of a push. That'll need a push, and that'll need, well, that doesn't need a push. Not really, but hey, now that we've pushed it, it's good. So that should be taking out of here a little bit faster. You see the number might actually it's probably going to stay the same. So if I pull it, it'll be fine. Let me go right here and put half in. And then talking about this, we're going to take a constructor here and slap one down. I don't always love doing this, again, because the problem is the more you know, I do keep talking about the whole, yeah, it's fine, quick and dirty systems, but the more you do, the bigger you make them, the harder it is to recover later. It'll be fine. So that's using 60 a minute. Really, let's put it down to consuming 30 a minute. that way we have a more accurate 30 per minute. There you go. That way we've got a little bit of a more accurate number here. It's giving us 7.5. These ones here are, that one's giving us 7.5. This one is giving us 15. So really good, really smooth. All of that together is has increased actually, because this runtime is slowly increasing, which is good. I don't know what it was at. You can rewind if you want to see what it was at, but that will do wonders for us as we continue on here. So those numbers as well do not equal more than 60, so really it's not actually going to matter what we put on here, so 60 can stay. Now, I love overclocking. We're getting to that time now where you're seeing me fiddle with it a little more, so that's excellent there. And then again, look, because this one's going to be full, or it's just consuming the amount that is going in. That's perfect. And you are also doing just fine. Uptime 91%. That number is probably also going up, and the reason it most likely got down was actually because of this. So uptime of 91, that'll go up, and this one's uptime should stay around 100. Your uptime here, yeah, there you go, it's going up. This one's running totally fine. Should you have a surplus? Yeah, that's what I thought. And there you go, 92. Okay, so it'll slowly go up. And this one, same thing, should be 100. Obviously it wasn't. Now it should be closer to, so that'll be good. And listen, overall, I'm just a happy man who's got everything sorted out perfectly there. Excellent. And one day we can even overclock or even upgrade that down there, but there you go. So let's see. I might just kind of twiddle my thumbs for a few minutes while these things get built and we see how much more we need. Okay, so one thing I can say is that there has been an improvement in the assembler's production. So you can see there are more of these steel beams coming. You know, you can see them on there. I would believe that that's the folks that I added in, and they're coming along. It's still they're a little slow, so it's not perfect. However, when I was here, right after I came back here, these were actually at 7%, so you can see it kind of rising up a little bit more. It was just actually at 16%, so that one's now at 19%, and this one's also now at 19%. So there has been an increase. Whether or not it's perfect yet, I don't know. I actually don't think I did the math. We need 30 a minute. I do want to say here, we're just going to build a temporary constructor here so that we can do the little math here. We're making 15 a minute plus 1 at half. So we're doing about, what, 22.5. So 22.5, we can actually really only run one of these. So I would need to make another 2 fully functioning ones in order to have it run properly. And you know what? If I stole some steel beams, we could make that work. Let me see what I can do. Okay, so I've improved upon my little monstrosity with some upgraded conveyors here. We actually have a Mark III for the first time. Coming from that, this is now buffed up a little bit with some shards. But these get pushed, you know, this iron is getting pushed all the way over here into this one that was already here, and I think now it's at 100%. It was struggling a smidge when I took some of it away, because I've put it into a new foundry, which is making even more steel, and it's making us some more steel beams. Really, it's going to be operating at about 75%, producing just over 11. But hey, 11 more is fantastic considering we got 7.5 and what's this one? 7.5 and 15-ish, kind of, because we're talking about 90% of 15 being 13, so plus 7 plus 10. So, you know, we were making about 20, now we're making about 30. So that's pretty smooth if you ask me. That's pretty clean, crispy. We love to see it. That is an improvement nonetheless. So that's going to take a while to finish. My plan, let the game run, get all of those pieces that we need, and hopefully maybe even stockpile some extra of those if possible, because you know, I want to be able to make some hypertubes, and the hypertubes really need that. So yeah, it's just we let the game run a bit. Apparently, if I hit escape here, you can see in the bottom left, we played 24 hours. That's a lie. That is a lie. I mean, I have played a good portion of that, but some of those hours is the game just idling. So we're probably going to do that a little bit, let things go, and see as well. I probably impacted the buildings over there just because I was stealing from the line here. But look, it's not too empty, so that's pretty good if you ask me. Listen, an improvement is an improvement. We've got it about 50% full would be my estimation if we're doing you know, 30. So that's what I like to see. I think the buildings each require 30, so now 15, 15. They can maybe be operating at 50% capacity instead of, what, they were at 20-ish when I was leaving, so maybe they'll be able to operate at 50%, and that'll be good for us anyway, and it'll just take some time to get through there. We're almost done that phase anyway. You can see we've got 300 left. No, we got 200 left, just under 200 left. And, oh, I put in a few extra ones of these. Give me those. We'll take them back. And, hey, give them to me. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. Let me just delete it. There you go. Now I've got it. And Mark 2, let's put that back in. But there you go, folks. If you did enjoy this episode, you're enjoying the series, you want to see more, do let me know down below. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and as always, thank you for stopping by. Happy you did, and I'll see you next time.